We are here for another Get Out and Fish YouTube video. So, I know it's only been like a week since my last video, but I got the itch and I wanted to do another one. That being said, today we're going to do something a little different. It's nothing I sell on my website or anything. It's just going to be mostly just kind of like fun pouring, I guess I could call it. But was it yesterday or the day before? I was digging around some of my old baits, and I have a whole tray full of baits that either I didn't sell or I made, and they're just sitting there. But I pulled one out and I posted a picture of it, and man, it got a lot of positive. I got a lot of positive feedback from it. People were really excited about it. It's one I don't offer it on my website because I only made it once just as a play around. But here it is. It's like a fire tiger with cool stripes. And people were saying that they wanted to buy it. I said, whoever puts in an order, the next order, I'll just send it with your order. It'll be free. Everyone wanted to comment on the picture, but no one put an order in. But anyway, so I thought I'd go through and make another one today because I don't know, I feel like pouring some plastic and it's fun. But how we're going to do it today is going to be a little different. I haven't had this mold out in a while. I'm going to do it in my mega Swimbait, the 11-incher. So we'll see how that turns out. It should be a little easier to pour those stripes in this thing because there's so much more, surface area to work with. But yeah, if I don't get started now, I'm going to keep blabbing. So let's get started. I will be right back. All right, we're back. Got the first cup of plastic heated up and vacuumed. So what I'm going to do, this is Dead On Plastics Craw Tube Blend. So that's usually what I use for my bigger open pours. But what I'm going to do is I am going to add just a little bit of this ZGA. This is like my secret sauce. In the earlier videos, I tried to keep it secret, but I was like, what's the point? So it's not really a secret anyway. So that's what I use. And that's going to be those little reflective stripes on the bait. But I'm only going to put a little bit in for now. And then I'll show you guys, this is going to come back whenever I pour the actual stripes. It's going to come back into play again. But I like to get a little bit of effect inside the plastic itself. And that stuff just looks so cool. It looks just like shad belly. It's the best. The only problem with it is this bag, it was a lot fuller when I bought it. But this was $180 for this stuff. So it's expensive. But luckily, a little bit goes a long way and it lasts a long time. But getting all that mixed up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and reheat this and vacuum it again because it got bubbles. And we'll be back and I will show you how I'm going to do the Fire Tiger stripes. Be right back. All right, we're back from the vacuum chamber, back from the microwave, and we are ready to pour. So I'm going to do a couple on camera, and then I will do the rest off camera to save us all frustration and time. But I know not my last video, but the video before last, I said I'm more of a stripe guy, but I like to use the soldering iron. Today, I think I'm going to actually try and pour the stripes. So, because I got so much more to work with here, and I don't know, this is a fun experimental thing, so it's not like a exact how-to for any of my baits, so we're going to give this a shot. Alright, so I'm going to do my best Chris Jones impression. He does this better than anyone I've seen. I don't know how he does it so well. That turned out pretty good. I am trying to make some big stripes. I think I'm going to redo that one, though. Man, this is so hard. I really suck at this. So I'm gonna let those cool and I'll redo those, but let me try it. Let me give it another shot on this one. There we go. See, I think I got that one. That's what I'm looking for. Something like that. And I can always take these off and remelt them and try it over again. But that's what I'm looking for right there. And I'm going to try and get a few more stripes down the body off camera. And I'll show you what I come up with when we come back. All right, we're back. So I got these stripes poured. Now what I want to do is I want to kind of do, anyone who's watched my my #1 seller video, or I talk about how I make my bestseller, which is the Aurora Borealis. This is going to be the same idea. I'm just going to take the ZGA and I'm going to brush it on. But I'm going to try and really load it up. I'm not going to be generous like with my other baits. I'm gonna really try to load these up and make them pop. So let me do a few on camera. There's a lot of steps to this, so I'm trying to make each little segment a little shorter. But load up the brush, and I'm just gonna cake it on there. Yep. Good and caked on. And those are going to look really cool because of the next step, I'll show you, I won't talk about it now, but we'll show you here in a second. Let me paint up a couple more of these. What I'm probably going to have to do is get some paper towel and wipe all the dust that falls onto the actual aluminum. I'm going to wipe that off because I really want there to be a fine line between this stripe and what I'm going to do next. All right, so let me get another one on camera real quick, and then we will be right back. All right, back again. Got the next color up, heated up, vacuumed. Let's get it mixed up. It's just going to be straight black. And in my last bait, everyone knows, if you've been watching my videos for any amount of time, everyone knows I am a, dang, I just ruined that bait, a less is more kind of guy. But I really should have added more black to those stripes. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to add a little more thickness of pigment to those stripes to make it stand out better. So I'm going to go out of my comfort zone and add more pigment than I usually do. So let's start off with 5 drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is like just under half a cup of plastic, so that should be pretty thick. Kind of get a look at it on my. And what I've been doing is I've been using my little open pour to judge the thickness of the color, kind of in there like that. And that way I'll let it cool for a second. I can pull it out and kind of see how thick it's going to be, because these are going to be really thin layers, so I really need to thicken it up. And I can already tell I'm almost to where I want to be. This was super cold too, so it should seize it up pretty quick. That's what we're looking at. I think I can go a couple more drops and we'll be in business. So I'm gonna add a couple more drops. I'm gonna have to reheat this because when I'm working with like a half a cup of plastic, it tends to seize up really quick, and it's a little chilly out and all that. So I'm gonna get this ready to go, and we'll be back with the next pour. All right, we're back. Got the black nice and thickened up. It's reheated, vacuumed, and we're ready to go. But man, I am really nervous about this part, because if I screw up this, I'm going to screw up what I've already done on that stripe. So I'm really going to be careful. And I'll probably just do 1 or 2 of what I'm going to do on camera. That way I can do it stress-free off camera. But what I'm planning on doing, I'm going to take a little drop and I'm just going to run it right down the side on each side of the stripe, and then I want to try and fill in the back of it. Well, we're going to play it by ear because this is all experimental anyway, so let's just see. There we go. I think I got that thickness of the black perfect. I'm happy with it. There. See how I got it? I'm going to try and do that for each stripe, and then I'm going to run some on the top. And it'll lock in that powder I dusted. And, yeah, hopefully it gives it a nice, dark back, so it'll be good and shiny on the outside whenever we're done with the bait. So let me try and get my way through all these stripes real quick, and we'll be right back, and we'll get the next color going. All right, we're back, y'all. That was some tough pouring, and that's something I'm going to have to get better at. So it's going to look a little sloppy when we get it out, but like I said, this is fun bait making today, so we'll just have to look at it, reassess, and then make corrections next time. But that'll definitely up your game trying to do that stuff. I need to do more of that. But anyway, now we're going to get to the fun stuff, the mixing of colors. So the very belly part, I'm going to do I want to do a bright orange. So I got these over here picked out. So I'm going to do an orange base with some red. But I put a few drops of this and stuff because it has like a kind of a shine effect, this Red Rum by Dead On. Anytime I do a pink or a red or a purple, and I guess now an orange, I put this I'll probably put like 2 or 3 drops in, but it really makes it pop. It's a good trick to add some of this, and it looks good just as a straight color too. But it takes a lot of drops to thicken it up, in my experience. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and heat this up, and we'll be back with the next color in just a sec. All right, guys, got it out of the vacuum chamber. It's heated up. I already started throwing some orange in there before I realized I was like, oh, I need to record this. But I got 4 drops of Dead On orange in there right now, and we're gonna see how that looks. That Dead On orange is really thick. So I'm not necessarily trying to make it thick, but I want to make sure because I'm going to do 3 color, your typical fire tiger or fire tiger colors, and I want each of them to be as equally thick as the other one. If one of them's really thick, I need all of them to be thick. Nothing looks worse than a bait that's really thin on one side and like super over thick on the other side. So that looks like a good orange base right there. So every drop we add is going to thicken it up. So let's add 2 drops of red. See how that looks? Ooh, it's looking fire tigery. And just because I want to see how this looks in there, I'm going to add a couple drops of this. Maybe just 1 drop, because that's a small amount of plastic. That just has a really cool shimmer effect to it. You can kind of see it in the knife there. See how it has that cool shimmery effect to it? I'm gonna go 2 drops of orange, and we're gonna call this good. So I'm gonna have to make all the other colors really good and thick, because this is gonna be very opaque and bright. It's going to catch everyone's eyes, including a fish, hopefully. Let's add some more. I think I overpowered it with all that red. So let's add 2 more orange. It's going to be a very reddish orange color. All right, the orange is out of the vacuum, or out of the microwave. The mold has been heating. I've been heating it on 300 since I finished the stripes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my other glove. I'm going to empty. Well, I'm going to fill the belly with all this orange, and I want to kind of swish it around. I'm gonna, after I pour it in, I'm gonna try and swish it around, because that way, when I pour the next color, it'll slightly start blending in. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this a shot while the plastic's good and hot and workable. And like I said, the mold is good and hot. That's gonna help me work this plastic. See if I get it right up to the hook slot, just over the hook slot, and then I'll start swishing it around a little bit. Just over the hook slot like that. All right. Now, it should be good and workable. So I'm going to kind of go that way with it. I'm going to come this way with it. And I'm going to go that way with it. And we'll see if that helps it blend the colors nicely. All right, y'all, we're back. In an effort to save time on this video, I just happened to have a puck of chartreuse dead on Swimbait or craw tube blend ready to go. I just remelted it, added a few more drops of chartreuse, but this is just straight chartreuse. It's really good and thick, and that's going to be our next layer. I just got it out of the microwave. It's been vacuumed, so let's go ahead and pour this up while it's good and hot. So I am planning on filling most of the tail up and making a whole layer just this chartreuse. That first pour is already set up, which is good, so we can get this going. Get some of that tail filled up. Nice and easy. Even when it's a big open pour like this, I got still nice and easy, because you'll still introduce bubbles if you pour too fast. All right, y'all. I think that's going to do it. We're going to have a whole top part for that bright lime green. This is going to be a cool looking bait, I think, y'all. We shall see. But I think I'm going to leave it right there. I'm going to up the temperature a little bit. And now I'm going to go get the plastic ready for the top color. I'll be showing how I mix that all up on camera. But I figured since I had chartreuse in the right blend ready to go, I just would melt it up and save time. But let's go get this other color going. Be right back. All right, y'all, we're back. Got this top greenish lime color we're gonna mix up, ready to go. But it's kind of funny, that chartreuse that I made was so bright and bold. I think I've got a little hummingbird friend that's attracted to that cup of plastic he keeps coming in, saying hi, and flying off. That's the first hummingbird I've seen in the season, so it's a good sign. But anyway, let's get on to mixing this up. Hopefully he'll stop by again while we're mixing this green up. But I'm gonna use this dead on chart lime as like a base, and then we're gonna green it up as needed, right? Shake the heck out of it real quick. And I'm gonna go pretty thick with this, because this is gonna be like the base coat. So I'm not counting drops today because it's not a recipe. So just, oh, look at that, y'all. That is awesome. Look at that. All right. So that is bright, but it's going to match. I want it to kind of differ from the chartreuse. That kind of is going to blend in with the chartreuse. So what my plan is to put a drop or two of this neo lime, maybe like 2 drops, see what that does. I want it to be a little more like richer green. Not doing much. There we go. And it also thickens it up. I'm trying to get them all the same thickness. I think that might be our go-to. Man, this looks like bright, just bright in-your-face green, man. I like it. Let me add a little more of the... That's what we want right there. That's what we're going to go with. So I'm going to reheat this because it's already setting up. I'm going to get this good and hot, and then we're going to finish off this pour. We will be right back. All right, we're ready to go, y'all. Got the last color. You can kind of see how that's going to look with that chartreuse. It's going to be awesome. So before I start pouring, I'm going to put the heat on the griddle to max. And then I'm just going to top off this mold. That's all we're going to do. The chartreuse is already set up so I can get a good pour. And after I'm done pouring this, I'm going to let it sit for at least a good 5 minutes on full heat. And there's a lot of plastic to melt together in there. And it just takes a while in this mold because it's so big. Awesome. And that should do it, folks. We will be back. I'm going to let like I said, it's at least 5 minutes. I'm going to let that cook on that griddle. And when we come back, we'll open her up, and I'll see if I got any eyes that'll fit on this bad boy. All right, y'all, this is the best part. It's all cooled off and ready to see the fruit of our labor. It's still a little warm, but I can touch it by hand. But the big thing is we hope all those details that we skin poured on to the side got nice and blended in. We don't want to see any cold cracks. I can fix it, but you wanna know that you got it right. But anyway, let's open this up, put some eyes on it, and see how it looks. Which side is it gonna want to come on? Oh, yeah. That looks pretty cool, y'all. I think I could have got the top a little greener. So next time because you can barely tell the difference between the chartreuse and then the lime green. The orange belly really takes over, so I could probably do a little less of that next time. But, you know, that's why you learn each time. Everything looks like it pretty much cooked in there. So I'm pretty happy with it for just trying it out for the first time. I'll take it. Got a little dust in there. That ZGA powder gets everywhere. But it's a good thing. Because those stripes look pretty cool. Let's... You gotta see what it looks like in the sunlight real quick. That's pretty cool. That's 11-inch bait. It's got cool stripes. Probably I don't know what you'll fish for with this. With a big old 11-inch fire tiger, weighs 8 ounces all by itself, but. I don't know, let's put some eyes on it and complete this bad boy. Just a little dab of super glue there. Y'all please go down in the comments and tell me what you think. Put a nice bright hologram eye on there. Y'all, I'm pretty happy with it. And I'm usually the biggest critic on my baits. So I think it's pretty cool. I'll just add a lot more limey green to the top. And that way you really want to differentiate it from that chartreuse, but you can tell here a little bit, but it can be better. There's way too much orange. That's easy stuff to fix. I'm mostly happy about is these stripes. They blended in. They look kind of cool. It looks like a 4-year-old got turned loose with a crayon, but I'll take it. I'm happy with it. So, in my last video, I talked about giving stuff away and everything, and it doesn't do any good. But I'll tell you what: if someone wants this, put a comment down below. Say something. Give me your opinion or whatever. Just type something down there. If I get 80 likes, I'll draw a comment from there. I tried 100 the last giveaway. I got a little too hungry, but 80, I think I can do 80. 80 likes, I'll go down and draw a comment from someone, and I'll send it out to you. But if I draw your comment, try to get a hold of me after I call your name so I can get your info and send it to you. But that's it for today, man. That was fun. I'm going to play around some more with this stuff, but I figure everyone likes the big bait videos, so they're kind of fun. Oh, yeah. That was a lot of fun to make. But, yeah, if you enjoyed the video, hit like, comment down below, subscribe if you want, and we'll get this out to someone. That looks too cool. All right, y'all, that's it for this one. Like, subscribe, say hi, and tight lines.